What up, people? What up, people? What up, world? What up, world? What up, world? It's your main man. I am DJ Double Dose, man. We are doing something different right now, man. We is going live. You know what I'm saying? We are going live. We finna get this thing cracking. We finna get it popping, man. So listen, we got a lot to talk about. A lot of things happened today that we need to discuss, and we finna get into it. Let's go. What up, people? What up, man? What up? 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 Hey, man, listen, man. Look, we had a great day, man. We had a great day of football, man. And you know what? We're gonna do something a little different on some of these Saturday nights, man. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about it right now, right as it ends, and give our truthful, uncut opinion about what the fuck we just saw. But before we do that, the name of these lives are going to be Take a Shot for me. So each Saturday before we get started, we got to go ahead and take a shot, man. So the liquor of choice tonight is going to be, gonna fuck around with this Uncle Nearest. Hope this shit don't put me on my ass. We gonna see. All right. This has been a good day of football for everybody, man. I appreciate it, man. But shots up. Oh shit! All right, we in here now, man. So let's go ahead and get this whole thing started, man. So first impressions from the first full day. One of my first impressions from the first full day is, we knew it was gonna be a long season for Florida. But that's not where we're gonna start. We'll get to that foolishness in a minute. Let's go ahead and start from the first game of the day, man. Clemson. My God. You know, the interesting thing about Clemson is the defense played their ass off. Their defense literally played their ass off. However, it's safe to say, it is very safe to say that, let's unpack this. Is it Cade's fault? Is it Cade Klubnik's fault? Is it Dabo? Or is it Riley and his offense? I think it's a mixture of all three. And the reason why I say that is because you hired Riley, you hired him, brought him in, and you're not letting him do what the fuck he wants to do. Dabo still got his hands on the man, pulling him back and pulling him back. You haven't allowed this man to bring in the type of quarterback that he probably would want. You haven't allowed him to bring in other personnel, because as far as we're seeing, it's the same people that was at Clemson. You just inserted Riley. And everybody was sitting around there and wonder what the hell is going on. That man is not running his offense to full capacity. That is part of the motherfucking problem. He's not running his offense to full capacity. So when you have a situation like that, you see the results that you've been getting. Clemson literally looks the same fucking way they did last year. Looks the same fucking way. They look the same fucking way they did last year. Strong defense, but eventually they get wore down, and then you see the results. As you see, that's a pretty solid fucking defense. However, that offense is so goddamn shitty that what you think happens? What you think will happen? What we saw on the field. We literally saw Georgia beat the brakes off their ass in the second half when the motherfucking defense got tired. So for all you Clemson fans out there, I love every minute of this shit. Because you know what? You was riding high off the motherfucking hog. Okay, you was riding high off the hog. You know what I'm saying? You had Taj Boyd. You had Deshaun Watson. You had Trevor Lawrence. And you was riding high off the damn hog. Now look where you at. Now look where you at. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is Clemson, it's going to be last year. You got your ass handed to you on opening weekend by Duke, 28-7. You followed that spectacular performance up with a 3-pointer against Georgia. So we're gonna leave that at that, because I know most of y'all are not here to hear me talk about how Georgia whooped Clemson. I know what y'all here for. I know what y'all want me to say. I know what y'all here for, and I know what y'all want me to say, and I'm not gonna give it to them. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. Let's go ahead and go down to Gainesville, brother. Listen, okay. Everybody, for whatever reason, seems to think that Miami, this is it. This is it. This is Miami's year. This is it. Cam Ward played out his mind. This is it. Must we go back in time? Because I remember last year on opening weekend, whack-ass Tyler Van Pick, he had an amazing game against Texas A&M. 5 touchdowns, no picks. They scored 40-some points. Pretty much the same shit they did today. But for whatever reason, everybody thinks today looks different. It don't look different. Defense might look a little better. But the overall outcome, they had a great first game against an SEC opponent. Again, we all know who the coach is. I'm not going to take nothing away from Cam Ward. Not going to take nothing away from him. Not at all. He is as advertised. He gave you what it was you were expecting. He had some inaccurate passes. He had some great passes. He had some good runs. He threw a pick. Not going to take nothing away from him. But for anybody who has watched Mario's tenure, you know, Mario was going to find a way to screw this up. This is why it's almost like, you know, when you're driving and you see a car wreck, everybody kind of want to look away, but you end up looking anyway. That's what Miami is. And I know, I get it. They look good. Okay, we're gonna see how this movie plays itself out. I've seen it. I've watched this movie several times. I've seen how this movie ends, but it's okay. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Right now, they are being anointed the ACC champions, and hats off to them guys. You know what? Hey, man, they look great today. And Florida, what y'all gonna do, man? What the fuck is y'all gonna do? Because I mean, that was bad. That was bad, man. That Florida, I just had to say, man, that was bad. It was bad. Now, you might have got a bright spot. If you roll with DJ the rest of the way, true freshman, you're going to have to take your bumps and bruises with him. But there might be your answer. Maybe. There might be your answer. But Billy, you know, we made a joke about no win November, my brother. I don't think no win November, I honestly don't think it matters. Because if you continue to look like that, you ain't got to worry about no win November, my brother. Because you're not gonna make it. You're not even gonna make it to November. I feel bad for you, man. I feel bad for you. I saw Dan Mullen, he retweeted something, and in a nutshell, he pretty much was just like the grass ain't always green on the other side. You know, y'all was frustrated with old Dan. You was frustrated with old Dan. But look what you got with Billy Ho. Billy Ho ain't doing what you thought he was gonna do, did you? You know, man, a lot of my Florida homies, I wish some of them would come on the live so we could talk to them. I wish some of them would come on the live so we could talk to them, because a lot of them, they felt good. They felt good. They did. They felt good early on in the year, in the summer. They felt good about this game, man. They did. They felt amazing about this game, and yet here we are. You know, y'all had one of the most embarrassing losses in the damn swamp ever. You know, and I feel bad for you, because this is just only the beginning of how bad this year is really gonna go. I mean, you've already had 3 straight losing seasons, and then now you throw this into the equation. Man, once you throw this into the equation, whoo boy, that's a toughie. You right. Hey, you right, B. I bet you damn right. You damn right, B. I bet they wish they had old Dan Mullen right now. Cause Dan wasn't getting his ass whooped like this. But those of y'all that don't know, Florida literally has the toughest. I mean, we've talked about it on the show on previous episodes. Florida literally has the toughest schedule in the nation. They literally have the toughest schedule in the nation. So just keep that in mind. So moving right along, man. Let's stay in state. Hey, Bama and Auburn, man. Why y'all do them folks like that, man? Why y'all do them folks like that, man? I mean, both of y'all. And Auburn, y'all wrong for that, man. That's A&M, man. They from right up the road, man. Y'all not to beat them folks that bad, man. Y'all not doing them folks like that, man. Y'all not doing folks like that. But, that is what you're supposed to do in those games. You're supposed to try shit out that you've been working on all summer. Try it out and see what's what, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So hats off to Alabama. Hats off to Auburn. Hell, hats off to UAB from Thursday. State looked good over these last few days, man. You know what I'm saying? Looking good, man. Looking good, man. The surprise of the day, though. The surprise of the day. Goddamn Vanderbilt. Y'all give me hell about the ACC, but goddamn Virginia Tech. A lot of people had y'all as maybe a possible sleeper, maybe something like that. How the hell y'all go up to Nashville? Come down to Nashville, and here's the thing: the crazy part about that game was Vandy was up. They was up. They let Virginia Tech come back, of course, but Vandy was up. Vandy pulled that shit off, man. I think that right there in itself lets you know what we've been saying all along. Ain't nobody finna be undefeated this year. Just so you know. Even though those two teams weren't nobody else for that conversation. But ain't nobody gonna be undefeated this year, man. We're gonna see a lot more people take an L. Hell, Oregon was looking shaky for a little while there. I mean, it was Idaho, but I mean, Oregon was looking a little shaky for a little while there. Just saying. And B, you right, man. Look, hey, I wanted that game early to end in the tie, but obviously it couldn't happen. But trust and believe. Hey, man, look, it didn't matter who lost that game. They was all finna get that smoke. And I think the funny part about, just to go back to Florida just for a second, I think the funny part about the whole situation with Florida is it doesn't get better. I think that's the most fucked up part about it. Their schedule don't get better. It don't. It actually gets worse. It actually gets worse. So, hey, man, Billy might not be, like I said, Billy probably ain't gonna make. He probably ain't gonna make it. He probably ain't gonna make it, man. And let me tell y'all something. I think we saw this today too. For those of you who had your opinions about Florida State in week 0 and DJU, as you see, with the new rules, new helmet communication and everything, a lot of these quarterbacks kind of look a little, Like we saw a lot of dinking and dunking. You know what I'm saying? We did today. Now of course we seen some people do their thing, but we saw a lot of dinking and dunking today. I think a lot of people got to get used to a lot of this. A lot of people got to get used to a lot of it. Now, going forward, tomorrow, oh man, I can't wait to see who defense decide to show up in this LSU and USC shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna hold you. I can't wait to see how this even remotely plays itself out, because we know what LSU is capable of, and we know what USC is capable of. But I think that a lot of us are going into it expecting possibly a shootout, and it might not be what we expect. However, it is going to be very interesting. That is a very fast field, and it's going to be very interesting, man. But that's tomorrow. Let's just stick with today. Another interesting thing that we just watched: Notre Dame. Go look at the rest of Notre Dame's schedule. This was one of their harder games that they had, and they was able to go down Texas A&M, pull that shit off. Just saying. They have been known to take a bump or two when they ain't supposed to. But looking at the way that their defense looks and the way that their running backs perform to go along with said defense, they can bring them along. Okay, they can bring that along, man. So I mean, as we know, defense travels. So no matter what, defense travels. So think about that. Just keep that in mind. And all my Bama folks, again, just to touch on y'all, you had a good game, man. It was Western Kentucky. Again, on this show, I will not give you any Milroe slander. He looked good. Can he continue to look good? I think he can. I think Alabama gonna surprise a few people this year. Think they're gonna surprise a few people this year. Just saying. Don't be surprised. I mean, I know a lot of people want to write them off, but don't write them off yet. Don't write them off yet. And Ole Miss, I mean, Lane, you showed your ass, didn't you? You showed. Did you have to put 7 on them folks? You showed your ass, didn't you? We're going a little rapid fire behind the things we saw today. I think ultimately the one thing that stood out the most to me today was early on, the defenses were ahead in a lot of these games. The defenses was taking control and they were ahead. And I think that going forward over the next couple of weeks, you're going to see, before these offenses really get their footing and really get used to the communication in the headsets, I think then is when you're going to start seeing that shift where you see the offense is starting to go a little bit more this way, and the defense is coming back. But right now, hey, man, enjoy it, man. We are back, man. Enjoy all of this, man, because the season go by just like that. Don't want to do a full recap because we got USC and LSU tomorrow. And, of course, you got Florida State and Boston College on Monday. So it's going to be interesting. Texas look good. Arch finally got in the game. Scored a touchdown. So I know there was some floating around that Arch might, it might transfer some shit like that, whatever the case may be. I think Arch is where he wants to be. I think he's going to be fine. What'd you say, Jonathan? That is true. That is true, Jonathan. That is true. That is definitely that. I mean, football is better when one of us are doing okay, or at least, or especially if two of us is doing okay. I think, you know what I'm saying. I think football is better. I think college football is better when either Florida State and Florida State and Miami. I think it's always better when one of the two of us is doing okay. Again, I'm gonna hold my reservations about the Miami is back thing because, again, We watched this last year. And I know people want to feel like this is different. I don't look. You look at the rest of Miami's schedule, you know what's on it. You know, they look good today. They look good today against a bad Florida team. That's all I can say. That's really all I have for that. I mean, we've already said Billy was the number one person on the hot seat going into the season. And a loss like that didn't help. Now, again, DJ Langway could save his job. Lagway, I'm sorry, could save his job. You never know. I mean, Lagway could come in there, do his thing, and we may be laughing about this in 4 or 5 weeks. We might be laughing about it because, again, he came in, of course, like any other true freshman would look. His first drive didn't look good, but then once he got settled, he drove them boy right down the field and scored a touchdown. And Miami fans, just so y'all know, because you dumbass coach, y'all still had y'all starters in too. So don't nobody want to hear that shit about y'all didn't care, whatever the fuck the case may be, because y'all still had y'all damn starters in the game at that time. So don't nobody want to hear that. Just saying, Lagway could prove to be, something, and we'll see how it plays itself out. So we still got a couple more games left for the weekend. I just want to come on here real quick and give my reaction to today. This is something that I want to make even more interactive as time goes on. You know what I'm saying? I want to get a couple of you guys on with me and give y'all thoughts as well. So, yeah, I think that going forward on some of these Saturday nights, this is something that we're going to invest in. It's something that we're going to do. So I just want to say thank each and every one of y'all for rocking with me for these few minutes, just something quick. And Cam Ward is MB, you're right. I mean, the thing about Cam Ward was this. Everybody wanted Cam. It's not, I mean, there's no secret. Miami outbid everybody. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with them outbidding it. I mean, and look, it ain't just Cam. You got Martinez too from Oregon State. So it ain't just Cam. Now I'm interested to see what happened with Bain because he went out and we didn't see him come back. So I'm interested to see, was that something serious? Because, of course, going against more, or was it a situation where it's like, hey, we got this in tow, there's no need to press it. So I will definitely be checking the Miami message boards and checking the media and seeing and making sure that it wasn't nothing serious with Bain, because like I said, again, that kid is the difference maker. He wrecks shit. Like, it just is what it is. And going forward for the things that they want to do to be successful, they're going to need Bain. Let's just be clear. They're going to have other teams that are going to push them. So they're going to need Bain going forward. So I hope that it wasn't nothing too major, that it was just, they just didn't bring him back in because of what was going on. So hats off to everybody that won. Look, it feel good when your team win your first game, man. Trust me, for the last 2 years, hey, man, I've been living high off the hog. This year, yeah, last week stung, man. That shit sucked. I'm not even going to lie. I've been having to hear y'all shit for a whole week. It sucked. Right hand to the man, that shit sucked. So if your team won your first game, man, be happy, man. You know what I'm saying? Rock with it. Like I said, this is a shot for me. All I ask is for when I do bring you on, you got one requirement and one requirement only. When you come on, you got to take a shot with me, because that's what we doing. You at least got to make sure that if you bring your ass on here, you got something that you can put in a shot glass and take a shot with me, man. So I appreciate y'all for checking in with me with this one right here. Like I said, we're gonna do some more of these as the season goes along, man. Of course, today I ain't drink as much because, of course, we ain't played yet. So when my team ain't playing, I don't really drink as much. But again, man, thank y'all. Thank y'all for watching with me, man. And listen, we're gonna keep this thing moving. Live, laugh, and love, man. Live your life to the fullest. Love on the people that love you back. Find something to laugh at each and every day. And I'm out, man.